What up? Welcome back to our channel. This is your boy Clark Sports. Today we're going to talk about this blockbuster trade, man. James Harden is officially got traded to the Clippers. Man, this is a trade that I didn't think the Clippers was this dumb to do, because if we really being honest, man, for the past 4 years, James Harden been team hop. He went from Houston to Brooklyn, Brooklyn to Philly. Now he's a Clipper. That's 4 teams. 4 teams. And the truth is, those teams didn't get better. When he left Houston to go to Brooklyn, Brooklyn lost all the depth. They lost everything. Then when he left Brooklyn to go to Philly, they gave up some depth too. So now I'm hoping this Clippers team probably gave up just a little players, not a lot, just to get this dude, because remind y'all, this dude is on 1 year deal. He got 1 year left on his contract. So there is no reason to shop the whole house just to get him.
Characterize it as a game that James Harden has played many times before
and won.
While you were sleeping, the massive news from Woj out of the NBA: the Clippers get James Harden from the Sixers in blockbuster trade style involving 7 players. There's 4 draft picks. It's a pick swap. Let me show you what it looks like. Take a moment and just read through the names there. Harden and 2 others go.
Hold up, y'all. This is who they gave up to get James Harden: Marcus Morris, Robert Covington, Nicholas Batum, KJ Martin, a 2028 first round pick, future first round pick, 2029 pick swap, 2 second round picks. For James Harden, y'all give all of that up for James motherfucking Harden. You gotta be kidding me. This is a team that I think that I say, you know what? If Kawhi this year can stay healthy and PG can stay healthy, they can make a run. Now you give up all the depth. You give Batum up. You give Covington up. You give Marcus Morris up. Man, this is over with, man. James Harden know how to play one style. One style. And his style of basketball is not conducive to winning. Kobe Bryant said it in the past. When he was dropping 60 points triple-double, 50 points triple-double, that was when Kobe was alive. Kobe was like, no, this style is good, but it's not conducive to winning a championship. If you need to win a championship, this style is not going to help you win a championship. As we see, whenever James Harden is in the playoff, he choked. Every single time he choked. He choked. This is a dude that cares more about honey buns than basketball. He cared more about honey buns than basketball. So now you're telling me you give up all of that depth and picks for this dude. And let me remind y'all, James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Westbrook, all 4 of these dudes gonna be free agent after this season. All 4 of them will be free agent after this season. So was this a wise move to do? Hell no. James Bonner, I hope you know what you're doing, because right now this was not a wise move at all. How you gave all this up for a dude that got 1 year left on his deal? I could understand if he had 3 years deal, 4 years. I don't give a damn if he won. What is James Harden accolade anyway right now? I mean, he had an MVP. He won a scoring. He is a 3-time scoring title champ, and he also a 2 times assist leader. That don't make it to give the whole team up plus picks just to get him. This is crazy. This is crazy. So you mean to tell me you want to win so bad you give all of that up to get him? Let's see what they got to say, man.
Into the Clippers, Philly gets 4 veteran players. They get 2 first-round picks. They get 2 second-round picks. They get a future pick swap as well. And so leave it to Woj to upstage NFL trade deadline day with the biggest trade of the NBA season. He had it while you were sleeping overnight. I'm giving you the floor here. We knew this. We knew it's what Harden wanted. It did not always appear that there was going to be an easy path. How did they get there, and what does it mean?
Greeny, in a lot of ways, James Harden.
Before Woj start talking, yo, after this season, look to see if James Harden gonna get signed by any team, because I don't think he's gonna get signed by any team after this season. This is a guy who left every time in this situation. Every big three he's been part of, he left them. Every single big three he's been part of, he left it. I don't think James Harden gonna get a deal. I don't think any team gonna take him serious after this. So unless he ball out, meaning ball out, no playoff choking, nothing with the Clippers, that's the only thing. That's the only hope. But if somehow, somewhere he choked, just like he choked last year, man, James Harden is done.
And eventually wore down the Sixers organization. The idea of reincorporating him into this team that has started off really well, winning 2 of their first 3 games. Tyrese Maxey looks like an all-star. And the belief that the Sixers had that they were getting the Clippers' best offer now, that got the deal done. Conversations started again over the weekend. And then deep into the night last night, around 1:30 a.m., 1:45 a.m., the Clippers and Sixers reached an agreement, and the deal was done. And now, listen, LA gets what they've wanted all along. You know, a frontline point guard to pair with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. And the Sixers now, they get the kind of draft assets that they wanted that allows them to go out perhaps later in the season and see if they can't replace.
As I'm looking at this trade, man, James Harden, as I'm looking at this trade, Philly won that trade. With all the things they got in return, they got players in return, they got picks in return, they got future picks in return, they got future swap picks in return. Bro, they won that trade. They won that trade. The only thing that Clippers got out of this is PJ Tucker, which a subpar. Right now, you can say he's a good defender. It's okay defender. And then you got James Harden, who can also choke. We've seen it happen all the time. That's not something like we have never seen happen. We've seen it happen all the time. It's every year with this dude. I've been out on this dude since 2018. That's when I start calling his ass James Hardhead, because he do some hard head stuff on the court. And the Clippers, a team that I picked, I've been picking the Clippers because I believe in Kawhi and PG. But this was not a smart move at all. Bonner, I hope to God you know what you're doing. Because what you done right there, that was not a smart move at all. Because I think y'all had a team to compete right now. Give the West the ball. West going to facilitate him. Get James Harden. Get Kawhi Leonard great looks. Getting PG great looks. And the Highland going to come from the bench, play well. All of that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like that trade at all. That's not what Clippers needed. Clippers didn't need that.
James Harden with a player who can help this team make a run in the East.
Yeah, so we know this is what Harden wanted. We see what they put together in LA. Health remains a big question. But if those guys are healthy, clearly that's an insanely talented roster. Let's leave them to the side. What does it mean for Philly? And I guess maybe more to the point, what does it mean for Joel Embiid's future in Philly?
But Daryl Morey hopes that they can address Embiid's short-term future, again, by using those draft picks, the expiring contracts, to go out later this year and flip those assets in a trade. And certainly the Sixers look at what they got in this deal. They see it as comparable to what the Celtics had in going out and getting Drew Holiday. Philly bid on Drew Holiday. They didn't have enough. They think now.
Let me tell you right now, if they think that Celtics going to give up Drew Holiday, they got another thing coming. Right now, as we're speaking, Drew Holiday and Derek White is the best defensive backcourt in the NBA. Let me reiterate. Right now, as we speak, I know it's been 4 or 5 games. Holiday and White are the best defensive backcourt in the NBA. I don't think I ever seen that from two guys that just locking stuff up. And I cannot wait for them to play Dan Dollar, because we saw it happen before. Holiday locked down Dame in the playoff. People might be forgotten. 2018, he swept Dame. He locked him so bad, Dame got swept and sent home. Now, what he gonna do? What the Celtics gonna do is put Derek White on him. If somehow, somewhere, Dame passed Derek White, he got to deal with Holiday, and Holiday is help defense. And I like what the Celtics are doing. When they play Philly, they're like, no, we're not gonna let you in the island like Coach Bud did you, because Coach Bud did that man bogus. Left him in the island by himself to defend Jimmy Butler. So what they do is, you're going to play on Jimmy Butler and we're going to send help. And they were sending help. Derek White was punching Jimmy Butler shots. He was blocking his shots. I'm telling y'all, man, this Celtics team is scary. They scary. I don't think they're giving up Holiday, bro. You can forget that. They gonna keep that one. They ain't giving Holiday up. And if you ask me, I think Portland did it on purpose. Portland did this on purpose because they do not want. I know it was a mutual. Them and Portland was mutual. It was a mutual agreement to trade each other, to part it from each other. But seriously, they did this on purpose, because if they really want to, they could have sent Holiday anywhere. They sent him to the Celtics to making sure you don't win a championship, Dan. To make sure you don't win a championship. And damn, I watched that game against I watched the game versus Atlanta. Dan Dollar was awful. He talked about 9 threes to make 1. To me, I used to think back then, Damian Lillard can be. Damian Lillard is in the same level of Steph. All he got to do is get the same opportunity as Steph. Honestly, if Damian Lillard was in the Steph shoes, it probably wouldn't work. Because Dame shoot the ball way too much for my liking, for my taste. Even when he don't have it going, he keeps chucking. He's a shot jocker. He's a shot chucker, man. He chucked the shots way too much. Bro, if you don't have it going, facilitating. If you don't have it going, I have seen Steph Curry who doesn't have it going. You know what he does? He went back there and got grab rebound. He went back there. He went back to a normal point guard. He started facilitating to the rest of the teammates, and he ended up with a triple-double. I seen it happen all the time. I saw it happen in the playoff last year. There's games he didn't have it. Guess what? He said, you know what? I'm facilitating. I'm gonna grab boards. That's what you got to do. That to me, that's what a job. That's the point guard job right there. Damn Dollar. As soon as he got the ball, only thing he's thinking about is his own offense, and that style of basketball is not winning a championship. I'm sorry. And in the playoff, you're not gonna get 17 free throws to bail you out. So we'll see, man. Let's go back to the James Harden trade.
They would have enough, for the next borderline all-star or all-star player who might become available this season. And then next summer, and this has been Philly's plan all along, they have max salary cap space to go out. They can use that in free agency. They could use it in a trade. And so they hope now, as they reshaped his roster, they can make a case to Joel Embiid that this is still a place that he can stay and compete for a championship.
While you were sleeping, the trade deadline, it blew up, but in the wrong sport. Woj breaking the news overnight that the Clippers have acquired James Harden from the 76ers in a blockbuster deal. We're talking 7 players, 4 draft picks, and a pick swap. Let me show you all the names here. There's a lot on your screen so you can see. This took a lot of doing to get done. Harden and 2 others going to the Clips. Philly gets 4 vets. They get 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a future pick swap as well. So we've had Woj on live this morning with all the insight into how the deal got done. And here's our man, Timmy Legs, to talk about the aftermath. So this is something we knew was coming eventually, we figured. What does it mean? What's your number one takeaway now that the deal has been done?
Well, my first takeaway was I was told I could sleep in because I was.
My first takeaway of this thing is we know he wanted to be traded. But at the same time, did the Clippers have to do this deal? No. You had enough, bro, to compete. You had enough. You had enough to compete. And it's all 4 of these dudes on the court together. Paul George is not a great shooter. He's not a great three-point shooter. James Harden, he's a shot jocker. Like, is that going to work? I don't see it. And on top of that, you lost some key defense. And when you play Denver going to exploit all of that. Jokic going to be feasting down there. You're going to be feast down there. You don't have enough body to, bruh. This is a terrible trade, bruh. I don't care what nobody says. That's a terrible trade for old ass, no good, soft part James Harden, who's on the other side of the mountain. He on the other side of the mountain, man. Like this, you give up 4 players and 4 draft picks for James Harden. You give all that up for James Harden. That was not smart at all. But anyway, man, I know, to me, Philly won that trade. Let me know what y'all think down there, man, in the comment section. And as you know, man, you know what to do, man. Like, subscribe, and share. We out.